And it is time for the word on Wall Street. Top investors watching your money. Joining me right now, Advisor Investments, American Ingenuity Strategy Portfolio Manager, Adam Johnson. The Fitzgerald Group Principal, Keith Fitz-Gerald, and Hennian and Walsh Asset Management President and Chief Investment Officer, Kevin Mon. Great to see everybody this morning. Thank you so much for being here. Keith, Macy's, Nordstrom both cut their annual earnings expectations. High inflation left them with excess inventory. You say Nordstrom and Urban Outfitters are both, quote, canaries in the coal mine? What do you mean?
Well, they are. You know, to my colleague's point, we have a Fed that is not going to pull a Volcker. We have a Fed that maybe is ahead of its skis or behind the ball, depending on perspective. But to the point of listening to CEOs, we have two major retailers that are seeing a shift in consumer behavior, that have been trapped with a glut of excess inventory they now have to offload at higher margin, or higher expense to the P&L. So to me, these are canaries in the coal mine that solidify the argument we've already been in a recession. To me, it's consumer behavior that's changing. I'd rather go with a choice like Costco, for example, because you've got a huge membership-driven revenue chain, better control over logistics, and everybody who shops there makes their dollars go farther. So it's a tale of two markets, and I'm not surprised at all to see this split. Very convinced that it's going to drive us through, and a company like Costco is the place to be right now because of those things.
I see. And do you want to avoid other areas, or are you looking for opportunities here, or do you think we're going to have another downdraft in stocks?
I'm not so concerned about the downdraft, because the reason most investors fail at moments like this is not because they pick bad stocks. It's because they lack the long-term perspective needed to get through it. So, to me, I'm watching the Fed. I'm looking at it. I'm now convinced that Powell is not going to pull a Volcker because he doesn't either have the chops or the stomach for it. The academics can't agree on what a recession is. Whether or not the data is cooked is a moot point. So I'm going to go right with the CEOs. The good CEOs are still putting numbers up. The consumers are still buying. They're just not buying the same stuff. And so demand is there inherently. And I'm going to continue to look forward to opportunity. I'm going to look for healthcare. I'm going to look for real estate related to medical as well as the big pharma. And finally, big tech is going to go right back to the head of the class. It's just a matter of time.
All right, we'll see. These markets are at, what, a 2-week low at this point after that big rally. Keith Fitz-Gerald, Kevin Mon, great to see you both. Thanks very much. Adam Johnson, you're sticking with us all morning long, and we're grateful for that. Gentlemen, great word on Wall Street. Thank you so much. Much more ahead this morning coming up.
Hi, it's Keith here. Thanks for checking out today's highlight clip. What'd you think? Did I make sense? Is there something you'd like to add? Make sure you leave a comment down below, and of course, click subscribe to keep up right here on YouTube, or sign up for the email newsletter at the link below. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram for my real-time thoughts on markets, analysis, and a whole lot more.